What is going on YouTube? I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, as well as ANKR to Bitcoin. We're also going to be looking at the S&P 500 if we have time. As you guys know, we are still doing the ProKey hardware wallet giveaway, and it's still going on. We'll be choosing a winner at the end of this week. So definitely make sure if you want to be entered into the giveaway to win a free ProKey hardware wallet, all you have to do is comment the word ProKey down below, PROKEY, as well as make sure you're subscribed to the channel, or if you're currently subscribed, just comment subscribed down below. Do these two steps and you will be entered into the giveaway. I will be checking and I will be using a generator to randomly pick the winner, and it will check to see if you are following, and if you're not going to be able to get entered into the giveaway. Otherwise, moving on into what we're going to be looking at in today's video, XRP decided to see a little pump just yesterday, which is very nice. I'm very happy to finally see some sort of bullish pop in that coin, but that's pretty much been the only cryptocurrency that decided to pop up. I mean, we are seeing Ethereum teeter-tottering on the overbought market. We're starting to see it hit resistance. We're seeing a lot of reversal signal candles that are referencing, a correction back to the downside. And then we do have Bitcoin retesting top resistance and just a few other key things to go over and discuss with you guys. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, so where do we even begin? Yesterday, we pretty much just talked about the fact that we were retesting top resistance on XRP, and that the second we broke through that top resistance, we would pop off and explode, and we broke through $1.44 just yesterday. This is on the 4-hour candle, actually this morning, not yesterday, but we mentioned this yesterday, and we briefly did it today, which is great. We were looking for some sort of ascending pattern or uptrend or just some sort of support that we could use as a leverage point to basically kind of send us up higher, but it was kind of difficult because we only had about 2 confirmations of bottom support. We just couldn't figure out exactly where the uptrend would be placed to help us gauge where future movements would be in the coins. But right now, looking at top 10 cryptos, everything looks great. Obviously, XRP is the one that's standing out the most, up 10% on a day when we're only up 0.85 overall, but the markets are green. We're seeing a lot of green today, which obviously is a great sign. It's mainly just consolidation. It's nothing too crazy except the XRP, which is popping up quite a bit. And I want to talk about that because there's a few things we have to mention and discuss. Now, obviously, to jump right into XRP right now, I'll just flash through actually all these cryptos real quick so you can see what we're going to be looking at today. So to start with XRP, so yesterday we made it very clear that we needed the 4-hour candle to close above top resistance, $1.43, closer to about $1.45 for us to be buying in long to the upside. Surprisingly, we actually closed all the way up at $1.57. I did not get in on this run. I just wasn't aware of this, and it shot all the way up to here. This probably happened just a couple hours prior to me making this video, probably closer to maybe midnight. Did we decide, if not 2 or 3 o'clock, to shoot all the way up here, which is fine. I don't necessarily need to be in on this run, but what it was able to do in the long term was actually gauge where we could put this uptrend. So I'm seeing some sort of uptrend like this now forming. Let me know what you guys think. Basically, we were looking for this yesterday. We were seeing if it was more like that. That's kind of how we had it originally. And now that we saw this breakout and we blew right above that top resistance, it kind of makes me think that this is where the uptrend would be placed versus where this resistance level is right here. So the price ceiling is currently at $1.45. We knew that at the second we broke through here, we were waiting for a candle to close above there. Didn't realize it would close that aggressively above, but ultimately this should send us back up. So really what I'm waiting for now is to see how it reacts with this uptrend here, because if my hunch is correct, this is going to be support, this is going to be support, and we're probably going to hit it again and then use this as a means of stabilization to allow us to pump higher. That's really what I'm, pressing on. That's really where I think this market's going to be going to. We're looking for some sort of uptrend that will help us gauge future movements. And if this is correct, then we should be able, when at some point come back down to bottom support here and retest this, we should then be able to see a pop to the upside. That's really what I'm waiting for. And that, as a conservative trade, would be a lot more respectable than just buying in yesterday, anticipating a run, but not knowing how much higher we go. So that's kind of where my head's at. I'm looking for some sort of, movement like this. We could obviously start drawing, some sort of uptrend. It's possible we could, use something like this, but I'm not too worried. We only have really, maybe two supports that we could just snag outside, or two resistances. It's not really that accurate. We could leave it on here and just see how exactly we react to this. So why not? But it's not that strong yet. I mean, this downtrend here, we had tons, three confirmations. It would allowed us to basically confirm all these other runs to the downside. As this uptrend right here, there's only like 1, 2, and then we could maybe squeeze in 1, 2 here and see where we go with today's movements. But we really don't look that bad on XRP right now. I'm excited. We're finally drawing in some sort of supports. And regardless of the fact that we missed out slightly on this run right here, it's allowing us to basically gauge higher lows are being created, which is, more than enough for me to understand that markets are going to start to swing back up. And if this continues, it might have us all the way back up to $2 on XRP, which looks great. So ultimately, target price would be to see some sort of consolidation right now within XRP, maybe sideways trading, eventually retest bottom support, and then form this stair-step pattern that could lead us eventually all the way up to $2, if not higher. So really, that's what I'm looking for right now. Very similar to here, but I'm looking for the double bottom, or just a bottom support, bouncing off that and creating these higher low formations. So yeah, we might have missed out on this little uptrend and this little jump, but if we get even the slightest bit of consolidation to retest this support level here, there's a very big chance we'll gamble it and risk capitalizing off a leverage to the upside right here. So that's really what I'm waiting for right now on XRP. I'm glad we finally been able to get some sort of technical indicators on the charts for XRP to help us gauge moving forward in the market. Also, looking at these other cryptocurrencies, and excuse me for these terrible freaking allergies. Once spring and summer starts to come around, the allergies just kill me. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. So if I'm sniffling, that's exactly what it is. And to edit out every single one of those would be absolutely annoying. But for right now, looking at Bityard right here, I just want to pull up XRP. You can kind of see the similar pattern right here, what we're kind of dealing with. Notice we did kind of bounce off some sort of support here. We bounced off the 40-day, I believe, the 40-day moving average, and we started to swing back up higher. And now we're currently trading much higher above these resistances. I do think we might see that consolidation, like we discussed, that would inevitably allow us to kind of bump off. You can see we did some sort of stair-step pattern where we consolidated slightly to retest the 5-day moving average, and we pumped higher, consolidated, tested 5-day moving average, and then moved up higher and higher, and so on and so forth. So I want to see that same pattern happen within XRP so we can continue to kind of leverage ourselves up. Obviously, when we do see that movement, occur, and we do see maybe after... We're looking at this on the 4-hour, that the consolidation would literally end by tomorrow. So like tomorrow, we could be already retesting the support level at $1.50, and then we could buy in for a long to the upside. I will be making my position open on Bityard, so I will be leverage trading it here. Very simple to do. I did link it in the description. Definitely recommend checking it out, as they are doing some sort of $50 or $75 free Bitcoin giveaway for a sign-up bonus, as well as if you can leverage trade this. You can put in 1,000 times, buy long, sell short, stop losses, leverage trades, take profits, anything you want. It's very, very, very easy to do. They have tons of different cryptocurrencies you can see here as well as here. And then people were asking how you can trade on the market. If you go to derivatives, they have crude oil, copper, gold, silver, mini Dow, NASDAQ, which has literally just been, exploding to the upside. Granted, it is fairly new, so there's obviously not a lot of history on this, which is expected, but you can see it's very similar to what we talk about on the S&P 500. When you look at kind of like the daily right here, you can kind of see the major run, and then we see this little consolidation. We saw the major run right now, and now we're seeing a little consolidation. Very similar. I mean, it's literally, you're just playing this a long-term game when you use, movements like that. But moving it back into Bityard. I definitely recommend checking it out. I did link it in the description down below. You should definitely sign up. We have over 1,000 people already using it, and I've had nothing but good feedback. And this is what I use to basically make my trades. So you might as well take advantage of it. So now, looking at Ethereum, moving forward, we do have these bearish reversal candles, which is fairly, not necessarily a good thing. These reversal candles usually are showing signs of uncertainty. We're kind of teeter-tottering on overbought. This is on the daily scale, which is more of a reference to a reversal than a bullish break to the upside. Granted, I don't know. I mean, Ethereum is a coin that just nobody can really put their... No technical analysis is going to help us here, because technical analysis would indicate, we'll probably pull all the way back down to 2,500. And I wouldn't be surprised if we did that. But then you look at the market and we've just been pumping ever so higher. But granted, every time we had retested overbought here, we did see some sort of reversal, slightly overbought. It eventually pulled us back down. So with that in mind, I would lean more towards a short opportunity for Ethereum moving forward in the next couple of days, with the target back at $2,500. Then I would anticipate the coin shooting back up to $3,000. It just doesn't seem liable, to me at most. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at on Ethereum. As for Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin looks very interesting if you ask me. So Bitcoin right now is showing, once again, these lower high formations. You can see we did draw in a massive descending fractal. Clear confirmations of a top resistance, clear confirmations of bottom support in a descending fractal formation. And what's crazy about the whole thing is it's been retesting its moving average right here, which flipped bullish, which is great, but it's been hitting these and pulling lower, which is just crazy to me. It's just referencing correction. You can see right here, the problem zone on the daily right now. So it looks great. We look like we want to flip bullish, but we immediately reverse downwards. We're creating lower highs, and you can see if this pattern continues and we don't break above resistance, which is like $54,000. If we don't break above 54K, I would honestly put it at maybe 55K. If we don't break above like 55K, which is this downtrend right here, there's a very big chance we're going to pull all the way back down to about 46,000. And if that continues, expect the entire market to be on the downside and reversing lower. So this could be a good opportunity to buy in for a short. Let's see how today plays out once again. Obviously, if you want to create some sort of limit order, you could probably buy into this coin the second we break below like 52K. I'd say 52K would be a big short opportunity down to 47, 46, and vice versa. If we close above 55, I'd buy in for a long. But let's see exactly how Bitcoin plays out today. But you can kind of guess or understand what I'm referencing. Even when you look at the moving average here and we kind of take a closer approach to things, you can see the problems that we're having. We're battling this moving average. It looks like it wants to reverse downwards. Even on the MACD right here, or on the relative strength indicator, yeah, there's a slight, room. There's slight room for us to pump higher, but it just doesn't seem that viable. It doesn't seem likely. We're still in a big descending fractal right here. We're still in a big bearish divergence, and it is pulling the coin down. So there's a little more room for us to head up higher, but it just seems like the coin's going to want to dump. Who knows, though? With enough pressure, we could retest top resistance, probably hit maybe 59,000 and then reverse lower, and that's still going to create these lower highs. But I think long term, the next couple of weeks, we're easily going to see Bitcoin head lower and lower and lower. Lastly, ANKR, you can kind of understand by the technical analysis the ascending fractal that formed, the ascending triangle, where top resistance is strongly drawn on, and the uptrend is beautiful right here. And you can see we're really just filling in the gap. We're filling in the gap right now. We discussed that top resistance would be right here if we break through this resistance level. We'll buy in for a long to the upside. And if we break this downtrend right here, this uptrend, this support, and we close, let's say like that, we know to short the coin all the way back down to, bottom support, the moving average right here. But this is a very easy textbook chart to read. It's as simple as buying in the second we break through either this resistance or this support level. And it's either way, we're going to move of one of those two directions with a big amount of volume. So it'll be very easy to capitalize off that run. There are a few exchanges that do support ANKR for those that are curious as to what would do that. Literally just go onto CoinMarketCap, search ANKR, click on the coin, scroll down to where it says market, and then you can see all of the exchanges that have it. So Coinbase Pro has it, Binance, Huobi, Bithumb, whatever you want to call it, KuCoin, Gate, you could just see there's a ton of different exchanges that offer this crypto. So people asking about ANKR, it's because it's on Coinbase. Obviously, you can't short it on Coinbase, as far as I understand, but you can buy in anticipating a run to the upside. It's going to make you a small profit. Obviously, I like leverage trading, so we'll probably use coins that are still on BitYard so we can actually take advantage of this. Maybe like Uniswap might be next or something like that, but that's really where my head's at on ANKR. It might be a good opportunity to buy and long on Coinbase the second we see confirmation of a break above this level right here. Otherwise, the S&P 500, which still is trying to head up even higher, it blows my mind. I don't know how much higher this market can go, especially because we've been hitting overbought on pretty much all the all of the indicators, daily, weekly, monthly. We may be in for a pretty big drop, but that would ultimately send us back up so we can move higher. It's just another opportunity at a dollar cost average. And we'll see where it goes. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe and make sure to comment pro key down below. I got a pretty cool giveaway idea coming very soon that hopefully I'll update you guys at the end of this week on. It's going to be pretty cool, so I would definitely make sure to smash that like button. It has something to do with maybe what's floating around in the back here. But, we'll check it out later. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.